Hey guys, D1scos here, and since this is the first time that I will be doing this, I'm going to explain what I'm going to be doing. So basically, I have uh, until, due to the way I'm doing this, I have until the end of the month to watch them all. So what I'm going to do is, I decided, because I had never seen them before and I thought it'd be interesting, I'm going to watch as I'm going to watch the original Resident Evil movies. I don't know if I'm gonna get to Operation Raccoon City, the newest one. I'd like to, but yeah, I'm gonna watch all the Resident Evil movies, the originals, the really, the the. Well, if you guys have seen them, you know. If you haven't, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm gonna watch all the original movies that came out a long time ago of Resident Evil. This is the spoiler-free review. I just watched the one from 2002. I told Orange a little bit about it because he was curious. Um, and yeah, Um, so spoiler for your movie. It's really hard. I can't really talk about much because the movie is so like plot oriented. It's really hard to talk about. But basically, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first one. I'm pretty sure. This is the yeah. I mean, I'm pretty yeah. This is the first one. I'm pretty sure it might not be the first one, but it seems like the first one. Here we go. Let's see all of them in order. Oh God, I don't know if I don't know if I can handle this. Um, so it says, I'm just curious to see the order. So I think I am watching. What? I'm not sure what it means by two franchises. But basically, it's okay. So I did watch the first one. Is that Edith Wong? Is that Jill? What is this screenshot? Okay, Mr. Correct viewing order. So, I did watch the first one. Okay, so I was right. So Resident Evil, the one that I just saw is the first one. I'm gonna use this as my reference guide. I don't know how many of these I'll be able to watch. If there's certain ones that aren't on the app I'm trying to use this, I'll try to find more stuff. Oh, that's cool. There's a thing about the guy that played Freddy. Nice. Maybe I'll simply do it. But yeah, spoiler free review. I can't. There's really isn't anything I can talk about movie wise. Just in terms of like story, it's pretty story based. I'll do that in the spoiler review. I'm gonna do 2 videos on this. Just that's just how I'm gonna do it for every movie. So since the spoiler free review, I'm just gonna give like my honest opinion of the movie, and also without getting too in depth, obviously, and talk about some of the like super basic stuff. So my honest opinion is it aged terribly in my honest opinion. It's not. I can see why it was so like it was sort of liked. I can there's some charm to it, but most of that charm is just gone. It's pretty cringy now. There was a lot of moments that were terrible. The CGI they used was so bad. There's one of because there's a thing in the movie. I think there's a few CGI things in the movie, but like some of them looked a little better, but then there's this one thing that was kind of a big key point, and like the first time that I saw I was just like, oh my god, this is terrible, because like the CGI was so blatantly obvious. And then I always thought it's interesting that they have a unique main character for these movies, Alice. She's never been in any of the games. Nor do I think she's in Operation Raccoon City, because Operation Raccoon City has Claire, and Claire's the only character I know that's in that movie. All I know about Operation Raccoon City, this is a tangent, sorry, but is that it's a movie adaptation of what I guess Claire is doing during all this, because her and Leon were doing the stuff in 2, and then Jill and Carlos are doing the stuff in 3, and then both of those take place in this movie also took place there, which is kind of funny. That shouldn't be a spoiler. I mean, that's kind of obvious. I don't know. I'm bad at this, so just if this is bad, bear with me. But yeah, the CGI was pretty bad. One thing I never understood is whenever the characters are shooting guns, except for a few times, they do like the classic sort of like muzzle flash thing where you see like that sort of flash of like that really bright like yellow that's like kind of white sort of. You see like that flash of that like yellow flash thing that just coming out of the barrel, which is kind of weird. It's sort of like I know some cartoons. I know cartoons like Looney Tunes does something similar to that. But yeah, that was really weird seeing the guys. The zombies were so blatantly, at least at the beginning, it was pretty obvious. It was just like a normal person with like a bunch of makeup on and stuff. There were a few zombies, a few where I couldn't really tell, but all of them are, people. Um, man, this is harder than I thought, honestly. It wasn't terrible, right. I have seen worse movies. Like honestly, Cocaine Bear is a funny terrible, but it's technically worse. It's a funny bad though. This isn't even a funny bad. It's just kind of bad. It's not. I've seen worse. The Dragon Ball Evolution movie. You guys seen that? I've watched that. It's oh god, I hate it. That's by far one of if that is in my opinion probably the worst movie I've ever seen. It's so bad. This movie is it's not quite Dragon Ball Evolution terrible, but it's getting close. But it's kind of close. Like I get it, but like I get it for a movie in 2002. I'm not trying to be like insanely harsh on it because I do get it. Like this movie came out in 2002. Like I get that they were doing the best that they could. It's just when you look back at it now, it's so bad. I'm very excited to watch, Apocalypse, Extinction, Afterlife, Retribution, and the final chapter, and hopefully Operation Raccoon City if I can. I will do the same video format for all of those as I watch them, just so you know. If Orange wants to get on this too, I mean, hey, he can join me for some of the movies, maybe. I'm rambling though, just know that for my spoiler-free review, the CGI is bad, plot is kind of confusing at points, just because they don't really explain, except for the very beginning, when they show like all the stuff that kind of leads and everything, and then pretty much the end is all you have for explanation. It also does kind of just jump you into Apocalypse a little bit, not really, but it kind of does. That oh god, that whole movie was so confusing. Before I just keep saying nonsense, I'm gonna end this here. Make sure to like, thank you guys so much for watching. This is a first for us. I'm trying something different. I would really like to hear your honest opinions in either this or the spoiler video, just on how I could improve this, make it better, stuff like that. Because I'm not sure I'm gonna do anything besides the Resident Evil movies. I'm gonna start this series by doing the Resident Evil movies, the originals. I want to do Operation Raccoon City if I can, but I'm at least going to start with the ones from 2002 to 2017, the originals. I've never watched them before and I've always been curious. And I figured, again, I have until June 30th, the end of June, to do this, so I'm using that as a motivation to not only finally watch them, but I also figured, why not make some videos on it? It gives me an excuse to kind of rant about the movies and get my thoughts out there. So yeah, just let me know how that turned out. Make sure to do all the for garbage, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, ring the bell. It really does help us out a lot. I expect more movie reviews. If you guys have any ideas for future movies, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try to get to those when I can. If you want Orange to be a part of this too, let me know. This is kind of a first, so I figured I'd try it on my own, just see how it goes. Alright guys, I'll see you in the spoiler review or a different video. Bye.